again, it's Sydney. I thought I would take a moment and sit down and answer some of the Ask Me Anything questions. Thanks again, everyone who submitted. And yeah, let's get into it. So this question asked if I had ever done badly in a class and how I moved past it. Yeah, my first chemical engineering class actually did not go super well. But after talking to mentors and my professors, we really started to see, this is where I'm making my mistakes. And yes, I am still cut out for this field. And I started to learn the strategies of how to do Kemi. And then I did great in my classes going forward. The next question says, what made you choose Kemi and not an MD? And that's a really great question. So I really wanted to work on the thing that affects the body, not necessarily the body itself. So yeah, I really like learning about and knowing about the body, but gross anatomy just isn't for me. The next question says, who is your biggest influence? This is very hard. I have a lot of mentors that have really shaped how I walk through the world as a woman in STEM and also influenced a lot of my research directions. So the three people that I mentioned in the article, Dr. Bullard, Dr. Bodley, and Dr. Nance, in their own ways, have been my biggest influences. So, yeah. The next question asks, how did I end up giving a TED Talk? Which is actually a really funny story. So I did a Super Bowl commercial with Chevron Energy, and TED had realized that they didn't have a science speaker in their lineup. They had seen that commercial, and within a week of the show, they called me. They were like, hey, can you write and give a talk on this commercial content for 10 minutes? And I said, sure. 2 days later, they flew me out, and yeah. This next question asks, what do I hope to accomplish with my research? So a lot, but mostly I just want there to be options for people who receive these brain diagnoses. Right now, if you receive a diagnosis of Alzheimer's or Parkinson's, there's ways to mitigate the symptoms, but not necessarily cure. And so I just want to be able to develop something to give them hope. What advice do I have for students thinking about entering a PhD program? Know your why you want to be there. You've heard it said 1,000 times, but that's really what's going to keep you going. The long nights in research and the years of the PhD. Just love what you do, find what you love, and always focus on the pieces of it that made you start in the first place. What are my plans after my PhD? I don't know quite yet. There's things that I love to do a lot. I love my research. There's aspects of teaching that I love, but also I would be happy in a process engineering role too, like more just traditional Kemi. So I'm open to a lot. I'm interested in a lot, and yeah. So what interested me first about Kemi was really learning the application of it. I was drawn to the field after learning what I could do with it. And then it was kind of like a happy accident that once I got in the major, I actually genuinely loved it for the major itself, for the discipline of chemical engineering itself, outside of its application as well. You're really solving puzzles, thinking efficiently. It's really fun. If I wasn't a chemical engineer, I would probably be something like a nutritionist. I just am a person who, I love Kemi for this, but I really love processes. I really love the interaction between different things and how things work. So I think I would really enjoy learning about the metabolism process and how our food interacts with and creates what our body does.